live coverage of the NBA. Here on 2K Sports, a happy Sunday evening to you and yours. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. For the Miami Heat, they're coming off a loss. Pass to Suggs. Watson for three. The three-pointer is right on target. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
The shot, no good. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Watson. Score the basket, his second of two attempts.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Murray, no good. And so Suggs with it, he brings it up for the Heat. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
At the top of the key, Alexander Walker. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Watson. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Artest. Down low. Murray. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
And that one's good, Champagnie.
Well, when Murray is passing the ball to his teammates, they are at their best.
Pass to Watson. Puts up a three. Up again. Antetokounmpo. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
They set the pick. Murray, no good. The Heat leading by 7. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Kevin, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
And it's Shepherd missing. And Watson slams it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Watson. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Champagnie.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now, here's Suggs. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The setup for Murray is key there. He's looking for the best shot, whether it's for himself or a teammate.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Watson. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active.
The Heat, 22.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
5 on the clock. It's Black in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Black's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
Well, that's always a great sign for Black, who's working on becoming more efficient from out there.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
From deep, Giannis. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts.
he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Cousins. Brooks grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Giannis outside. To the middle. Got a piece of it.
Well, you can live with that turnover because they've been very careful with the ball up till this point.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And that one's good. Brooks.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Murray. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Back to Suggs. Good ball movement here by Miami. Brooks misses. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Murray scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Here's the three. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Nice shot by Brooks. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
At Giannis. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And it's Shepherd, top of the key. Get the tip. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 14. And the layup's good off the glass. Brooks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Murray, good.
Murray is an opportunistic player. When he sees a lane open up, he jumps on it. Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. .137 left here in the second. Pass to Shepherd. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Shepherd's got himself on the board with 3 there. Giannis outside.
Come get it.
To the inside. Watson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. Hangs home the trifecta.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepherd. That's foul number 2 for him. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Pass to Shepard. Back to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. And Randall throws it down.
Watch out. When Randall gets going, he's carrying some serious force. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Randall. Into the lane. And Randall throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin, back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Watson for the 3.
Yeah, nice defensive effort there by Cousins. He can be a two-way terror.
Now Shepard. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Stolen by Brooks. And the dunk by Brooks.
And the quickness of Brooks's drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
There's the pick. It's Randall with the drive. Five to shoot. From downtown. Kept alive. Launches it from deep. Suggs with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Black. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Watson with it. Picked up by Artest. From 10 feet out. Antetokounmpo. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Giannis has got 9.
Yeah, what a save by Giannis. He should always be crashing the offensive glass like this. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Black. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Brooks. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Randall outside. Takes it inside. Here's Shepard. Buries the long-range jumper. Shepard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He has has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Here's Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Well, this is the problem Giannis presents. Stopping him inside is such a challenge.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Cousins inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, the dynamic finish by Cousins. Not a freak athlete, but he's a gamer for sure.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
No good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fires the 3. Giannis with another miss.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
High post Cousins. Another shot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Hey, yo, right here.
Giannis inside.
Home team foul.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Second personal
That'll be
foul.
his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
27 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Watson. Here's Brooks. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Fires for 3.
Love the defensive pressure from Randall, using his size well to discourage the shooter.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
All right, let's hear it for all the dancers.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Cousins. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Heat.
41.
His stat line has been terrific.
53. Come on, fans. It's the
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Heat leading by 12. Suggs looking around. Pass to Brooks. Back to Suggs. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's defended by Randall.
Antetokounmpo.
Count the basket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now Shepherd. Screen by Cousins. Pass to Shepherd. Here he goes. Back to Cousins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now Watson. And stolen by Cousins. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Pass to Shepherd. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Seems like every night Giannis is having his way with other teams. Tonight, another big scoring night.
Randall left side. To the paint. And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Three-pointer, Brooks.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And here's Randall. Pass to Shepherd. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Shepherd's got 11 points here in just the second half. Now Watson. Back to Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's got 19 points. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Giannis outside. For three. Rebounded by Randall. Now Artest. Driving in. Suggs brings the double team. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Suggs. Shoots the three. Doesn't get that one. The Heat leading by 9. Another chance from outside. Puts up the three. Three. Good.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Drained from outside.
Extending out that range. Reed Shepherd, this youngster can shoot it.
And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Heat. At one point, they led by 16. Brooks. And the three misses. Randall left side. Lots of room. Nails the jumper.
Man, we knew how skilled Shepherd was coming in to the league, but this is a whole different level.
.130 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Randall with the ball. Here's Shepherd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries the deep ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good.
Peyton Watson.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know,